welcome back to Sculptura in Isolation. Or if you're new, welcome. I'm Essa and I'm so delighted you're here. If you got to this video without subscribing to my email list, go ahead and check it out. I've committed to sending a free workout video every week while we're in isolation straight to your inbox, so make sure you sign up so you never miss one. Today is all about toning that tush. Our exercises come from our Pilates Flow and our Pilates Bootcamp classes. Our classes have been online for 4 years now, and they're small group, really interactive classes. We have a lot of fun, so if you're not already one of our regulars, email me and we can get you all set up to get signed up. So let's get right to the workout. We're going to start down on the mat with our knees and our feet hip width apart. And we're going to start with variations on a glute bridge. So our basic glute bridge, we're going to squeeze that bump, push our hips up as high as we can go, and then come back down, still squeezing the bum. You can just keep going down and up this way. Now, to make any of these variations harder, you can absolutely grab any weight you can find and put it right on your lower tummy and hips just for some extra resistance. So that can be a bag of potatoes, it can be the nearest toddler, or your cat. So our next level up is going to be pushing all the way up, opening the knees to the side, and hopefully you felt those outer glutes engage right away when you did that. Dropping down in this position and back up, closing and dropping down. So alternating between the knees being hip width apart and the knees being down as far as we can. Do make sure you're pushing up as high as you can every single time. And then our last variation here is to keep the knees out the entire time. So up and down with our knees wide. And if you're doing this with a weight on your hips, you're definitely feeling the burn here as well as a couple of days to come. One more trick, and I'm going to warn you, this is really silly. But all of these exercises or all of these variations are easy to do while forgetting to squeeze the bum. And it's really vital that we keep squeezing the bum. So here's my very, very silly trick to make sure we don't forget. We're going to pretend there's a credit card stuck between our butt cheeks. And we want to make sure we do not lose this credit card. So we're squeezing those butt cheeks as hard as we can together the entire time. I told you it's silly, but it really works to remind you to squeeze that bum, working hard. A few more here, breathing all the way deep into the tummy. 2 more, last one, coming down, bringing the knees in and rolling it out. Next up, we're going to be on our hands and knees. So for anything we do on our hands and knees, we want to make sure that we're supporting ourselves with our torso. Our abs are working hard. We're thinking of pulling that belly button all the way back into the spine, and we're also thinking of simultaneously pulling the belly button up towards our nose and down towards our toes. So those abs are working all around our core to keep our torso still. From here, we're going to repeat the same side. Keep that torso working, lift the leg, do not move the torso. We're going to kick back and release. Kick back and release. If this feels comfortable, you can keep going here. But if you want a little bit more, then instead of releasing, you're going to kick back and then lift higher and keep pulsing. So you're never fully releasing, you're staying up pretty high and just pulsing up at the top. Keep going, keep pulling those abs tight. And if you're able to add in a little bit extra, you're going to pulse, open to the side, back to center, and release just slightly. Again, not all the way. So pulse up to the side, back, release slightly. Keep breathing all the way deep into the tummy. It's as if there were a very thick belt around our tummy that's hanging from the ceiling, and that's where our support is coming from. So obviously our arms down and our knee that's down are where we're actually supporting ourselves, but where our stability comes from is our core. And if we think about being supported by a belt hanging from the ceiling, that really helps to focus that support on our torso. 2 more. 1 more. Switch, no break, switching right away. Everyone's going to start with just coming straight out and in a couple of times. And once you've done 2 of them or 3 of them, you can move on to the next level if you like. So a pulse and a slight release, but not coming all the way down. I'm going to stay here for a few of those. Make sure we're still squeezing that bum. That's what this is all about, of course. And if you want, and when you're ready, we're going to add in shifting that foot out to the side. Keep breathing deep. Shoulders are away from the ears. And we're supporting that torso by engaging our abs, squeezing that bum, lift, open, close, release just slightly. And keep going, a few more. Hopefully you can feel this in the supporting leg as well since we just worked it. And also, we want to stretch that foot as far back as we can. 2 more. Last one. Release the knee in and come on back to child's pose. Next up, we're going to do some dog peas. If you haven't done these before, it's really obvious why they're called dog peas. We're going to lift one leg out to the side with the knee bend and bring it back down. So there you go. This is the first level. If you'd like, you can move up a level by straightening from the knee each time you come up. Now notice I brought my knee very slightly back when I did that. I'm trying to find that perfect point in the diagonal kick back that it hurts the most. So not straight out to the side and not all the way back. Just back enough to really feel it in the bum. Make sure you're squeezing the bum. You know all about that credit card now. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about something that one of our Sculpets brought up this morning in class. Marilyn, I don't even know how long you've been in Sculptura, Marilyn, how many years now, but so she was reading about something which was really wonderful of you to share with us this morning. And the quote went something like this: pain is what happens to us. Suffering is what happens when we try to resist the pain. And oh boy, was that ever poignant for our situation now with the pandemic. And it was really nice to be able to explore those thoughts a little bit, so I thought you might want to think about that as well. 2 more. Last one. Keep squeezing the bum. And other side. A couple of dog peas first, and then you can add in the kick if you like. But the other thing I was thinking was that this is also relevant for fitness, because of course we know that our bodies have 2 kinds of pain, the good pain and the suffering pain. And perhaps you're feeling a little bit of that good pain right now. Make sure you're squeezing that bum hard. And I just thought that was such a beautiful way of putting it, that even though our glutes might be on fire right now, and yeah, that is a pain response. It's our body telling us that we're doing something that's challenging. But it doesn't have to be suffering. It can be a way of enjoying just how strong we are, that we can use our minds to power through and know that we're not injuring ourselves. It's a different kind of pain. This is what makes us stronger. And I just think that's so powerful, especially as women, to be able to think, you know what? This is up to us. And we want to be making our bodies strong for ourselves. 2 more. And come on back into child's pose. Our last exercise in this week's glute superset are donkey kicks, another animal one. So I'm going to bring that poor first leg up, straight back this time, so not out to the side, but with the knee bent. We're going to flex at the ankle so that our heel can lead pulses straight up. Now it's really easy for this one to start moving the torso. Make sure that is not happening. That way you're working out your lower back in a bad way. What we want is to focus on the glute. So our abs are definitely involved here. We're once again pulling that belly button back into the spine and simultaneously up towards our nose and down towards our toes. Keep pulsing, keep pulsing. Keep breathing deep into the tummy. We want to make sure that our breath does not get caught at our chest, but we actually feel the very bottom of our lungs down at the bottom of our rib cage. Keep pulsing, keep those abs tight, keep breathing deep. We are almost done. 2 more on the side. Awesome, let's get that other side going. So once again, bend in at the knee and flex at the ankle. Here we go. Bringing that heel straight up, tiny pulses with the glutes not moving the torso. Enjoying that burn because we are doing this for us. We are doing this to strengthen our body and become bad derrieres. Keep going. Keep squeezing that bum. Almost there. You're doing amazing. Make sure you're breathing deep. We're gonna go for 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Come on back to child's pose. Good work. Amazing work. You did it. If you enjoyed this mini workout, go ahead and send it to your friends. Maybe they want to tone that tush too. I really hope that during this time of isolation, I'm able to help keep you moving and maybe get you laughing a little bit too. That's what our classes are all about. And on that note, keep laughing, keep moving, and I'll see you in the next class. Today, we're working about that tush. Today, we're toning that tush. Today is all about that tush. Hey, welcome back to Sculptura in Isolation. Too enthusiastic. Too enthusiastic? Too enthusiastic. Hey, welcome back. I lick my lips. Hey, welcome back. Too sultry?